camera. Whenever Randy looked dead in the camera. Wait, yeah, we need slate. Okay.
Sinking sound. I think y'all see.
Whenever we were talking about growth last time, and Randy looked dead in the camera when he said, "We grow." That was so good. Because I know exactly what was on your mind. Okay, so this is our second day. I don't know where to look either. That's your camera. That's my camera. This is both of us.
Look at this.
Okay. So this is our second day in our temporary location for Should Have Slapped Shelby. I had some plans. Like, we were going to do a tablecloth. We were going to change the walls. Plans, you know, you got to be willing to go with the flow. We didn't get that far. But today we are experimenting with recording audio only for podcast streaming. We've adjusted our lights, and we've made the cameras taller. How's my chin? Good?
Let's see.
So this is Jessie. Do you want to just like introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jessie Cope. I go by Jessie Owen Cope in the film world.
And in the film world here in Mississippi, you do what? That's what we want to hear about.
I am an actress.
And how long have you been acting?
Oh goodness. I did my first acting job when I was 7. I did a lot of theater in my church starting out.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I got older, I continued to do theater. I went to college for theater. And I did. Well, for acting, I got a BFA in acting from Southern Miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah. And I also went to Hines, too.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of theater at Hines. I'm still on the wall along with my dog. My dog did a lot at Hines. He was in like 4 plays.
Aww.
And the band halftime
Did y'all
show.
get to be Dorothy and Toto at any point in time?
We did.
Oh, I love that.
At the band performance. It had nothing to do with the theater department, but it was for the band halftime show.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So he actually got paid to do that.
So you were a child actor, then you were an actor, and you and your dog, and now you're a mommy.
I am.
And your daughter acts too.
Both of them. Well, Rowan has done a few short films, and she's 7 months old. Madison is 2, and she was in NBC's Grosse Pointe Garden Society.
Yes, that's what I was telling Randy about and Jeremy about last week.
Yeah.
I
And
love
me and
that.
her just booked a commercial together.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm really excited about that. She doesn't get to play my daughter. I'm actually playing a nurse that is comforting
Takes
a patient.
care of her. Oh, that's really smart for them to cast that way because obviously the child will be comfortable on screen with her mother.
Yeah. So I hope
That
she
should be
grows
cool.
up to love it as much as I do. But if she doesn't, I'm not going to force her to do it.
Yeah,
So
for sure. So you do a lot of like self-tapes and y'all do self-tapes together, like the two of y'all together. Do you have any, like they look so good. Like I see you post them on your Instagram and like, so what are your like self-tape tips?
know how to edit.
Okay.
Self-tape tips as far as like working with children. Editing is going to be key because there's a lot of times she's running around the room and I'm like, come back here, get behind this, come on, let's do this. But so editing with her as far as, because I actually do tape auditions on the side for kids, adults, whoever needs it. And a lot of my students stress about learning the lines. Like, they'll get, I remember one time I got 10 pages of dialogue I had to memorize.
Oh, wow.
In 48 hours.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
So that was really stressful. I did memorize it, but I was so stressed out. And now I've learned, and one of my acting coaches, Bill Coleus, he taught me this. Mm-hmm. You write it on a sticky note. You tape those sticky notes around the ring light.
Yeah.
You have your point.
Like little prompts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's neat.
And I've taught my students that too. So now when they get these big auditions, they don't stress out about it. But I still tell them it is so important to know how to memorize, to be prepared. Because I mean, I know they say that you can hold the script in an audition,
Yeah,
but I feel
well,
like
it depends. I mean, self-tapes are already one form of audition. There's so many different, kinds. Some are cold reads. They want that, and others allow you to, take some time with the lines and then sometimes it's like literally like, I guess some people like to use the term cattle call, or they have so many people coming in a day. That's like my biggest piece of advice. Like, I'm in a class right now, acting for filmmakers, and they asked us like, what's a common mistake that people make in auditioning? And I was like, well, probably just like taking too long. Like, that's probably the one time in the industry like you don't really wait for instructions. Like when you go in like for an in-person audition, like you just go in, you state your name, you do your lines, and you get out.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to hang around.
Yeah.
But I feel like self-taping is just so much more common since COVID, especially like in our area, I think. Would you agree?
Yes, it helps so much being in Mississippi, and my agent's in Georgia. So a lot of my auditions are based out of North Carolina, Georgia, that area.
That region.
So it helps a lot to not have to travel back and forth for auditions. Not to say that I haven't done it.
Yeah.
I've literally driven to Atlanta for an audition and driven back.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you mentioned how you help record auditions, self-tapes for other people. I guess I didn't realize that, which I know you've offered to help me before. But I guess I didn't realize that you do that like quite often. My friend Brittany Seals, her and her husband, they also, obviously she does her own self-tapes and stuff, but they also do videography for other people and help other people as well. That's why I was thinking that like me, you, and her need to get together and film some stuff. Like we just need to do, like we need to make a weekend of it, like a girls' weekend.
Yeah, I would
and
love
do
that.
some like a short film or something.
Yeah, I don't really advertise doing it. It's kind of word of mouth.
Yeah, you don't want to fill up your plate too much.
Yeah, because
You've got a 7-month-old.
Yeah, and a 2-year-old. So it's just, I have my set people. Like there's 2 kids that I'm constantly taping, and I love it. One of my students, I call them my students because I used to teach at That's a Wrap acting studio, so they were my students there. But I have one that was actually in Five Nights at Freddy's, and we booked that. I say we booked it
first
because
one?
I taped him for the audition.
First one?
The one that just came out.
Okay. Well, I know they filmed 1 and 2 in New Orleans, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't seen the second one.
Or maybe it's no. Maybe it's the second one they just finished, and they filmed a lot of it in Atlanta.
Yeah, so it was the one that's already come out in theaters. He played Bonnie the Bunny.
No way.
Yeah,
I'll have to tell my son.
So I'm really proud about that. Like when my kids book, I'm really proud of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You need to give me. I can just book you for acting classes.
Hey, I'm all about helping people. I love to share the knowledge that has taken me years to learn, because I'm sure in this profession, not a lot of people like to help you. They're very secretive on their tips and stuff, but my whole thing is I believe everyone's different. Everyone has their own way of learning.
Me too.
Styles,
like there's
everything.
literally a role for everybody at some point.
Right.
No matter the age, gender, ethnicity, any of that, like, because we're making movies.
Right.
Which take place most of the time, not always, in the real world. So, like, what they say about background, like, it's called filling the world. Like, if you make a movie without background, it's like,
yeah,
that's not real. You need people.
Which my agent told me some advice, and it stuck with me, because I used to get down, like, because I audition a lot, and then if I didn't book, I'd be like, God, I didn't book. Like, what's wrong with me? But then she made a good point. She's like, you have to think about it. The audition is the first step. Like, you were noticed enough to get the audition, because not everyone gets to audition.
Right, yeah.
So then you go through that process, and they might narrow it down, but you're really, it's like 50 to 300 people that they're looking at for that role. So out of all those people, they can only pick one.
Yeah.
So if they can only pick one person, you were in the running.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I know, it's incredible to think about like that way, especially because you have probably 1,000 people submit, and then let's say 100 get asked to self-tape, and then let's say they immediately throw out half the self-tapes for like just, not being filmed, like, I don't know, like if somebody's just like in their bathroom or something, like, well, we're not even going to consider that, like,
but they'll
go ahead and cut to the people who are being professional. I know, but like they don't need to overlook that. That's what I remember for my Facebook one time. I tried to do a monologue, and that's what I did. I was like in my bathroom in front of my TikTok drop that I had at the time.
What's that Emma Stone movie? Is it
Easy A.
Easy A? She filmed that sitting on her bed.
What do you mean she filmed it?
Like, filmed her audition.
Oh, her audition. I'm like
Yeah.
thinking of the movie. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
I was like,
and
is that her movie? I have never seen that.
I'm so
I'm
horrible
familiar with it. I've
names.
seen pieces.
Who's the kid on Stranger Things with curly hair? One of the main kids.
Dustin, Gatton Matarazzo,
I think
or
that's
some
him.
or something. Matarazzo, the one. Yeah, he plays Dustin.
So
with
one
curly
of his
hair.
callbacks, he had the flu, and he was like wrapped in a blanket on his bed, like, and he booked it.
Yeah, yeah. I see, but I don't know. That just comes. I guess that comes from me hearing and seeing agents and stuff just talk about those things. They're like, oh, we're not even going to consider it if it looks like this. And I don't know. That could never be me. Like, I feel like if I was in that job, I'd be like, I don't know. Let's see. Like, let's see what they got. Like, because some people might have pure talent but have no clue how to set up a camera or
Right.
how to put up a backdrop or any of those things. On the flip side, you may have someone who knows how to do all those things but refuses to take acting classes because they think they're already the best actor. And everybody should want to practice and learn and grow.
Oh, that's my whole thing. To this day, I'm still learning and growing. And I don't care how good you are. You could have been on any top film in the world, but if you are still not learning and growing, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because nobody is just perfect.
Yeah.
And you can always learn so much. I take so much of everything that I learn and I put it towards my whole process. And because everyone's like, well, what's your process? What do you do this? Do you do method? I take a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And I make it my own.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, beautiful. Let me look at my notes. Okay, do you have any like upcoming projects you're really excited about? I mean, you mentioned the commercial and your daughter book. Do you have anything else going on?
I am working with Jeremy on the Eden Experiment.
Okay.
So that should be fun.
So he asked me to come help like film like Crew Side, and then like for 2 Saturdays like I couldn't come. What is that movie about?
Well, the way I like to think of it, it's kind of like the Hunger Games.
Oh, okay. I was like seeing pictures. I'm like, what is going on?
So I don't know how much I can give away.
Okay.
But basically, like I have taken these kids, and when I say taken, kidnapped, kind of, and I've hidden them away, and now I'm doing an experiment on them to where they have to battle each other to be able to reproduce
about
again.
3 movies mashed together came to mind. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. And Madison, my 2-year-old, and Rowan, my 7-month-old, they will actually be in it with me as 2 of the children that I've taken. Rowan, okay, so it is hard finding sitters, and my husband just happened to be working the day that we were filming, and Jeremy was like, sure, bring her, it's fine. And Rowan started crying, so he was like, let's just use her. And so I used her in the scene.
See, that's cool. Jeremy's so cool.
Yeah, that's why I love working with him, because it's just something fun to do locally. And
You were in
so
Freedom
flexible.
Bound. So we talked to Jeremy about Freedom Bound. What was your role in that movie?
I played Madam Whittaker.
Whittaker?
Whitaker. Yeah, is it Whitaker? Edit that
To
out.
anyone with that last name, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I played Madam
Whittaker.
I played Madam Whitaker.
Okay. Was she a slave owner?
Edit that out.
Or were you like, the mistress or whatever?
My husband was a slave owner, and I had an affair with the slave, and I ended up getting pregnant. They lied to me and told me that the baby died, and my evil husband had turned my baby into one of the slaves. And she
So it's like based on real life.
Yeah. And when she got older and ended up getting pregnant with a baby of her own, Rowan was the baby.
Okay.
I found out, and then I reunited with the guy that I had an affair with. And
We got to get that link. Randy said earlier something about Jeremy sending him the link. We got to see that. He told me it might be going up on, he may have said Tubi. He said that it might No, maybe he just said distribution, but he said that he might have distribution within like the week. The last time we spoke.
That's awesome.
So I don't know. Maybe I should have said that. I don't know.
That's pretty
We'll see.
cool.
Oh man, I thought of something while we were in the thick of something, and then Wit Tanker threw me off. I remember what you were gonna say.
I'm so bad with names. Like, I'm always like, you know, that girl that did that thing? And
Yeah.
no
Yeah. I ended up on a movie set recently, and they were like I knew I was there with Devin Sawa and Tiffany Haddish, and everybody kept saying like Maggie Grace, and then like our lead PA come in, and he's like, yeah, Maggie Grace, she's kind of like our biggest star of the day, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like, am I stupid? Like, I'm like, I don't know who that is, and everybody's like, you know who that is, and I knew her face, but I didn't know her by her name.
Who is she?
So she was the daughter in Taken, in all of the Taken movies.
Oh.
I know, and I'm like, well, I felt bad. I was like, but yeah, it's just like,
If you would have said
there's some
daughter
people,
and Taken, I
yeah,
would've
like there's some
known.
people like you just their name just I don't know, but I recognized her as Arena in Breaking Dawn. So like when I actually went out on set and we were filming, and she was actually like across from me, I'm like looking at her, I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
she was
Light
vampire.
bulb. I didn't even realize she was in that.
Yeah,
But now I do.
well, and my husband watched that show, Fear the Walking Dead, the Walking Dead spinoff.
Uh-huh.
She was in that, yeah. But everybody was like, Taken? I'm like,
She
I was
was
like,
in
yeah,
that
I mean,
too?
they were like, you haven't seen Taken? I was like, well, I saw the first one like years ago. I don't know, that's a man movie. I didn't rewatch it, you know.
I didn't even know she was in Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, you like the Walking Dead series?
I do.
Yeah.
I've seen all the Walking Dead. I need to still catch. My DVR stays full.
I don't know if that would be something you'd be interested in, Randy, but I feel like he could really get into The Walking Dead if he would give it a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the storytelling.
Me and my husband still make jokes about not about Carl dying,
Carl.
but he's like, Carl.
Carl.
Like, yeah, we still do that.
So were you, okay, wait, but are you Team Rick or Team Shane for Lori?
Team Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're both hot. But, you know,
Shane was a little crazy.
I mean, you know, you're messing
He's in
territory.
So, do you I've really got to watch something with that actor in it where he like gets to stay, because I feel like I've only ever seen him in stuff where like he his character has passed on or dies or something. Because you know he's in The Bear.
I haven't
But
seen The Bear.
Oh God, you gotta watch
I've seen
that show.
Cocaine Bear.
No, you. What is that?
It's about this bear that gets into cocaine and like.
And that's a real thing, or that's
Kills
something that some
people.
guy in Mississippi made that
I'm
makes a
pretty
lot
sure
of
it's
ridiculous
not
movies?
real.
Oh, okay.
But it's
It makes
funny.
me think of.
It's like horror comedy. It's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like, there's like the Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
horror
that's
film.
yeah. I haven't seen that one, but that is kind of scary.
Okay, Jessie. So we wanted to talk about, okay, so last time we did like a strengths, weaknesses thing. How about this time? Let's see. Best day on set, worst day on set. Go.
Honestly, every time I get to be on set is the best day on set. So I'd gotten booked for a job, drove to Atlanta, waited. And then they didn't even end up using me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't just background. I was actually a person. And then when I asked, I was like, am I going to be on set? And mind you, it wasn't an easy call time. It was like call time at 5 p.m. and we were on set till 7 a.m.
Okay.
And so I'm like dragging, and evening gown, hair, makeup, and then they're like, oh, we're not going to use you anymore.
I know.
So drove all the way back to Mississippi, and then that Sunday, I get a call, and they're like, you need to be on set tomorrow. And I'm like, you told me my part
What?
was no longer like, you know.
Did they try to say like, you said work is local?
Yeah, well, no, that didn't bother me because
Yeah.
my sister lives in Georgia, so I just stay with her, so it is kind of local.
Yeah.
But so the girl's like, or the casting director, she was like, I promise they're gonna use you. They're gonna use you, which I did go back, and they did use me.
Okay,
I
thank
got
goodness.
to work in scenes with a lot of big actors, and so that was really
Your
nice.
experience, and that's showbiz. I mean, I went to New Orleans one time and sat for 12 hours and didn't get used. And like, if it was somewhere here, I'd be like, okay, whatever, like just on to the next one. But that's a little chunk of a drive for me.
Right.
stings a little bit, you know, not the, when you drive so far, it stings worse than like if it was just somewhere.
And I can
Close
actually,
to you.
they cut stuff out of scenes all the time.
Yeah.
That's different when you drive there and you do absolutely nothing and you sit there and then you
Yeah,
leave.
but was the food good?
I don't even remember, honestly.
Then it wasn't notable.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I mean, because some people are like, oh, we didn't get used, but hey, we're still getting paid and we got fed. They're like, this is a good day. Like, the worst day on set is better than, you know, like, the best day at a regular job. So true.
And
But
it ended up being great because I actually, like, had time to sit with, like, one of the main actors and just, like, chit-chat and, like, like normal conversation. So that was
on
really
the second
nice.
day,
Yeah, on
yeah.
the second
See,
day.
sometimes stuff happens like that, though, because I was so upset that time for New Orleans, but, like, it couldn't have worked out better for me because, like, as I'm checking out to get paid at the end of the day, right? Like, I'm emailing casting, and I'm like, hey, I didn't get used today. Like, if y'all need me to come back, like, I don't, you know, I'm not burned because I wasn't used. Like, let me know. And there was no more, there was nothing else, like, needed for that particular project. But as soon as that casting company got a new project a few weeks later, I didn't even submit. They were just like, hey, we're sending you to Birmingham.
Oh, that's cool.
And then that ended up being, like, my favorite freaking day ever. So, like, that's how it goes sometimes.
I feel like if they're really good, they'll make up for it, in which she did.
Yeah.
They really made up for it. So,
And I'm always going to cry. Like, that's, you know, just who I am as a person. That's who I am as a person.
Well, so absolute worst day, like, and I would never work with this person again. I had just given birth. I was like 6 months out from giving birth, and you know, that baby weight is hard to lose. And I was told by one girl that I looked 9 months pregnant in my costume, and I was told by the director that he literally was talking to someone about their weight or something, and then looked at me and said, well, she's got an excuse. So basically called me fat to my face. And
what would your excuse, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry you went through that. That's awful.
So that happened, and actually talked to some of my acting coaches, and they're like, do not ever work with them again.
Yeah. Why would you want to work with someone who berates you on set? It's not cool.
Right. And then same person, we were filming a scene, and the microphone started falling on me, and all I did was hold my hand up to block it. And he literally said to me, don't touch my equipment.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Next time I let it hit me in the face.
Oh, wow. That would never be me and Randy. Do you remember when the boom mic? We were filming in here. We were filming a dispatch scene for Hands That Shed Innocent Blood. I don't remember. Oh, the girl we had do a dispatcher, she got hit in the head with the boom mic. I mean, and everybody in here was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, what can we do to make it up to you? Like, oh no, like, please, like, are you okay?
Right.
Like,
and then most sets
opposite.
that would happen.
Yeah.
But definitely not on this one. So I had a really bad experience. But like I said,
I'm sorry.
Any time on set is really, I try to be positive about it, and it's usually a really good experience.
Yeah, and there's always something to be learned either way that it goes, even if it is, you know, like I've said before, and I'll probably say like a million times. Like, a lot of times we just learn how not to be, you know. And a lot of situations teach us, just how to move forward. So okay, so you have a huge DVD collection. Do you want to tell us the story of this DVD collection?
Okay. So when I was about 8 years old, me and my mom started collecting VHSs.
Okay.
You know, that was the thing. If that screams my age. It started out just a small little rack, and we would add to the collection, and then eventually we turned the guest room into the movie room. We called it the movie room.
Nice.
And my mom had shelves built all the way around the room, and every movie was in alphabetical order. She even had a notebook, a binder that she typed on a typewriter.
Son would love her. He'll be like, I want you to be my mom.
She put the description of the movie. Everything was in alphabetical order. I still have the binder. And so when DVDs came out, she started replacing them with, so I have the VHSs and I have the DVDs.
Nice. Oh, gosh.
And, but unfortunately she passed away in 2020.
I'm sorry.
And I still keep that and when I'm out, I still buy DVDs and stuff
Yeah.
just to add to the collection
Yeah.
and keep it going. But we have over 1,000.
Wow.
And she had them in alphabetical order. I don't have a room to put shelves
Yeah.
around, but my husband did build me. He turned one of our huge closets into the movie room.
Yeah.
And he has them all in alphabetical order.
Nice. I'll have to bring my
So-
son for a field trip. That
Yeah.
like him make he
mean,
would love that so much. I like
It's hard.
I
to
did
look
like the
at 'em.
Marie Kondo thing in my house when that show came out a few years ago, like the tidying up. And I still had some VHS, but I no longer had a VCR that worked. So I got rid of my VHS tapes. And I only kept like a few DVDs. Like I got rid of a lot of DVDs. Well, my son has become obsessed with like preserving physical media. And he wants to go thrifting and he wants to buy DVDs. And he will move my decor and picture frames off the shelf, add DVDs. He had my mother bring him a new shelf. So now there's a new shelf in my living room just for movies. And I'm like, I can't breathe in here. And he's like, this is my one hobby. He's like, just support it. I'm like, I want to so bad. Like, I wish I could give him a room like that. I mean, 'cause I would love a movie theater room in my home. But I'm like, we're just a limited space around here. But we went thrifting one day and he found the original Twister DVD.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have that one?
I do.
Do you have like the cardboard case one? Like the
I'd have to look. I know we have Twister, but I'd have to
Okay,
look.
yeah. I wonder how old, because that was the first movie put on DVD. And it was like, you know, when they first started making DVDs, they had like little cardboard sleeve. Like they weren't plastic cases yet. That's worth like $5,000.
Oh, wow. I wonder how much.
Yeah.
So I found the original Star Wars movies on VHS.
Oh, wow.
And they're like in a special little thing. And I wonder if they're worth anything.
Maybe.
I have never really looked at like what they could be worth, because
Yeah.
everything's so sentimental.
Well,
with
and
my
I guess-
mom that I just keep it.
I guess VHS tapes, what do they say, that they're going to disintegrate soon? So,
See, I've heard different things. Like I've heard that they're starting to like be worth a lot, but I don't know.
maybe it would just be for the physical thing. But I think at some point, I don't think those will be like even watchable. Like I think that the film will break down, right? I don't know. I guess I'm sure there's ways to preserve it. You might want to chime in. You want to turn your mic on and chime in on this one?
I suppose I can. Let me see it. Yes. Steven. Let me see.
Mic check 1, 2. You want me to come see if your light's on? Can you see it?
It should be on. Steven, what's his name? Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
Steven, that was the combat photographer during World War II. What was his name? Steven. Anyway, during World War II, and in the Normandy invasion in France, and then he was videotaping all of the combat using the equipment that he had from the army. Well, he also had with him an 8mm camera. So he was shooting his own personal film footage as well. And so he shot all of this and in color, in 8mm film. I think it was 8mm or 16mm. Anyway, so the war ended and he went on and he made the movies that he made. He made It's My Wonderful Life and all of these, and then he lived his life out, and then he died. I can't remember the year that he died. When he died, all of his belongings then went to his estate, went to his children, and they got in there and they found them. They found the boxes. The film was never developed. And so they found these interesting boxes of film that their daddy had shot, and it looked like it come from World War II, so they decided to go have it developed. This would have been 50 years, 60 years later. And so they developed them. And it was all this colorized footage from the Normandy invasion all the way up to the surrender of Germany. And so that film was still good. That film, there was nothing wrong with that film. And they developed this film, and now you can go and see it.
Interesting.
We're talking about how long would the tape last on a VHS tape. Back in the mid-1980s, when these first came out, we were buying and collecting those, and they told us they were only going to last for 20 years. It said that the metallic tape would disintegrate after 20 years. And so we would back them up on after we had them for so long, we would back it up on another tape to make sure it lived or survived. And sure enough, after about 40 years of that, I can still plug those VHS tapes in.
So it might be a myth.
And they not, yeah, I don't think they will. I don't think they wear out.
As like we've heard.
When I understood, it was how you stored them.
Yeah.
If you stored them incorrectly, the tape would get to where it wouldn't work right because gravity would crunch it up somehow on the edges. But
So I wonder if it's better to stand them up or lay them down.
I heard standing up.
Stand them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the spool then sits on the reel, and gravity's not affecting the edges. When it's
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
That would probably last a long time.
Do you remember using VHSs and recording stuff from your DVD or VCR and recording stuff off TV?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used to. So I always wanted to be a model as a kid. That was my thing. And like I used to record runways on the VHS tapes and watch them over and over and over.
Original.
Chandler will watch, like he'll put it on like YouTube and it'll be like 6 hours of like Nick at Night or TV Land from like 30 years ago. Like I'll walk into his room and it's like a time warp. I'm like,
Do you realize that's 40 years ago? 40 years?
yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that.
it's really cool. I was like, can I nap in here? Because he had it on like, because one of the times it was like 90s stuff, and I was like, this is so comforting.
See, I don't have anything like that was really good. I do have the Celine Dion My Heart Will Go On video on VHS.
Okay.
Because I was obsessed with Titanic in 6th grade. That's when it came out. I just said my age again.
I think you're a little bit older than me, but that seems like about maybe I'd have been like 4th grade. So
How old are you? Or do you want to say?
36. No, I just had to think about it.
I'll be 40 this next year.
Okay, and I'll be 37. So
yeah.
well, I don't know. I've got to tell my son about your DVD room, and he's gonna be like, "Can we go there?" I just know he will be. Yeah. So that's really cool. And you plan to like carry that on like your daughters and stuff. Do y'all have like a favorite movie that y'all love to watch together?
Oh gosh. Right now, she loves Little Mermaid, so
Okay.
we watch that a lot together. And Miss Rachel plays a lot for my 7-month-old.
Okay.
So, but one thing we've been watching a lot lately is Brave. I'm actually taking Scottish in my dialects class.
Okay, cool.
I take a dialects class every single week.
Okay.
With Speak Friend Studios with
Okay.
Logan. If you need dialects help, he is your go-to. He's
Awesome.
amazing. I've been taking with him for about 2 years now.
Where's that based at?
He's in California, but
Okay.
we do it on Zoom. So
Okay.
it's so convenient. You don't have to go to class, you're just there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I've probably taken close to 10 dialects with him.
Oh, okay.
And I started getting into dialects because, that's one thing that really hurt me in my acting career was my
Our southern accents. I don't know if I would ever be able to escape it.
This is actually toned down.
When I heard us on here last time, yeah, I sound like cornbread.
And also, I will plug this in. If you need voiceover work, his wife, Chris Carr, is amazing.
Okay.
Speak Friend Studio. And for acting classes, I just got to go ahead and get these plugs out.
Yes, go ahead.
Erin Burns in Georgia.
Okay.
Amazing Meisner coach, acting coach. Love her. And Bill Coleus is another great
I was reading
one.
about the Meisner, like all the Meisner technique and stuff the other day. Yeah.
I never fully grasped Meisner. I was not good at it. I just was like, I'm not good at it. And I just moved on. Well, taking it with Erin, I took it last year and the year before. I did Meisner and Advanced Meisner. And just being in her class and learning, I'm so much more comfortable. And I actually feel like I'm good at it.
Oh, that's good.
So I got something out of that versus paying for a 4-year college degree.
Yeah. Uncle Sam's paying for mine.
I am still paying for mine.
I'm thinking about giving up, guys. I'm like, I like the class I'm in now. I had last month and I dropped it, took a leave and started it over, and here I am yet again, 2 assignments behind, zeros. Life keeps lifing me up, brother.
It's hard, and even I commend you for doing it with children. because it is hard.
And yeah,
Like,
and
I can't imagine doing college all over and having kids. Like, I had my dogs, and that was hard enough.
yeah,
So,
I don't know, like, and I work, and my husband's gone, but he gets, what time is it? He gets here today. Ooh, okay. So do you want to bring Madison in? You don't have to if she's napping. If you want to, we can let her tell us what her favorite Disney movie is. Layla loved Brave. That's a good one. That's a good one for her to love.
she always says,
There's a
Mama
strong
turned
mother
into
role.
a bear.
Yeah.
Turned into a bear. And I tell her, I'm like, yes, and you're going to get the bear out of me if you don't listen.
Aw. Layla's generation was like Frozen. So like she loved Frozen. For her 4th birthday, we did Frozen. It was like before they even had party stuff for it. So I had to like improvise. And then you could probably, to this day, you could probably still go get Frozen stuff now.
Oh yeah, Madison takes ballet and they do a dance to Let It Go, and it's funny. My cousin gives me a lot of stuff from her daughter for Madison, and she just gave us this.
A ton of Frozen stuff.
It's a Frozen doll that sings "Let It Go" and it spins on the
Well,
floor.
she had watched it several times, and like before I like sat down and like watched it, that movie is a heavy hitter on the emotional strings. So like when you sit down and actually watch it and understand the song "Do You Want to Build a Snowman," like the context of what's going on, I'm talking about like I sobbed my first time watching that movie.
Yeah, it's crazy how when you watch Disney movies as an adult, you see it in a different light than what you did as a kid. And same with any movie. Like I know
that's one of my
like,
favorite
did I really
hobbies.
Watch this.
That's
as
my
a child?
favorite hobby is watching a movie as an adult that I watched as a kid, and like, cause it's like watching it for the first time again.
Right.
You have your real life adult glasses on, and you're like,
And it's like same
that's
with
what they were
music, too.
doing.
It's like as a child, you're like singing these songs.
Yeah.
And it's about going through a deep relationship. You're like, girl, what did you know about a relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. I really love me and Layla also really always loved the Tinkerbell movies. If y'all haven't watched those, please watch those.
We've watched Peter Pan. She wasn't quite into it yet, but she's 2. So,
Yeah.
you know, I've got Disney
The,
Plus.
the
so we're always trying to
animated,
watch
the
different
animated
ones.
Tinkerbell movies. There's like 6 of them. They're super cute.
Okay.
They're super cute. Yeah.
I need to watch those.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite Southern movie? Like, you know, like Forrest Gump, Still Magnolias, that kind of vibe.
Honestly,
Those are the only 2. No, I'm just kidding.
no, I really do love Still Magnolias.
Still
And I
Magnolias.
can quote that movie. Like,
Mhm.
Sally Field in the funeral scene, just
Uh-huh.
like, I mean, amazing. Like,
That monologue.
She is so great. I mean, I love Julia Roberts too, but Sally Field, like, in some of the works I've seen her do, like, Still Magnolias is a big one. I don't know if you've seen Sybil.
It's
Amazing work.
been a long time.
So I really love that one, but I also love The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. I don't know how Southern you'd go with that, but I do love that.
I probably have not seen that as an adult.
It's good.
So I'll add that to the list.
Yeah.
Fried green tomatoes. That came
Love
up last
fried green
time. Me and Randy
tomatoes,
love fried
yeah.
green tomatoes.
Yep. And
I
you
grew
know,
up being called Iggy.
You can actually go to Georgia and go to the restaurant.
No, I don't want to do that.
I doubt they're cooking bodies these days, but you know.
I don't want no part of that. I didn't know that though. That's really cool. I need a road trip to Georgia because I don't know if you ever saw the Adult Swim show, the animated show Squidbillies, back in the day, like when we were
I've seen
teenagers.
it. Mhm.
But there's, you know, like the random roadside attractions, like how Mississippi has like the world's largest rocking chair or whatever. Well, in Georgia, they have a Squidbilly. Like a big Squidbilly, and I need to go see that, like, really bad.
I would love to just like look up on
Do like a
online.
road trip of it.
Yes, and just go look at fascinating stuff because they have so much cool
Well,
stuff around
I was
the
in
world if you
San
actually have time to
Antonio this
travel.
summer, and they have the big boots, the world's largest pair of cowboy boots, and I wanted to go take pictures of that so bad, but we just didn't have the time because we were there for like a reason and everything. But
You know, not far from here, it's close to where my dad's buried. He's buried in Kentwood, and like right before that, I think it's Magnolia. It's where it is. You can go see where Leonard Skinner crashed his plane.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we do that a few times.
what area is that?
Like on the border of Mississippi and Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy Rogers is buried here in Meridian.
And the Bonnie and Clyde thing too, I think is in Mississippi. where they were actually shot and killed.
That's probably down there, like Vicksburg, Natchez, maybe something like that. Do you know, Randy?
What's this now?
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Where were they gunned down and arrested? Was it in Mississippi?
It was.
Huh.
I was thinking it was.
Yeah, I'm almost.
Somebody
I'm
may
like
have to correct me.
95% sure that it's in Mississippi because we had talked about going to it, and I don't think we ever did.
Yeah. Well, do you have any socials that you would like to promote for people to follow you in your acting career, your acting journey? I know that your Instagram is interlocked with your personal life, and I know that you have that private.
And
so maybe start you a page, Girly Pop.
I know I need to, and I'm not gonna lie. I have
just do a Facebook.
I hate to even put this out here, but I have some stalker people in my life, and
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
but that's relatable.
I try not to let them see my life, and so
Okay.
You know, I'm really funny about who I accept on social media, but I have thought about doing a personal page.
Do a separate thing for acting.
Yeah.
And career, and then
Yeah.
so that your
But
children
even then,
and
I'm
everything.
I'm like, I don't know if I want them to see me in that. Like, I will get to it, but yeah, right now
You don't need
Instagram
it. You're using all of the proper outlets.
Yeah.
You've had training. You're a trained actor. You still learn. You have an agent. Like they're submitting you for jobs. Yeah. I mean, it's like you're like, what do I need social media for?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I trust me. I'm on social media a lot, but I think of it more as like a scrapbook of my life, and that's what I say.
Yeah.
It's just a scrapbook of my life. What's going on?
People came after you. I hated to see it. And so like that's like just kind of like another thing that you may hear me talk about throughout Should Have Slapped Shelby is just want to help continue to shape the community in our state to just be like chill, like just be chill, like just be nice.
We should be helping each other, like.
Yes,
but like I said before, not everyone's going to help you.
Yeah, but I mean, just be careful who you're rude to if you're starting out in this industry, because if you, it's okay not to know things, but just seek out to learn like how to maneuver and how to act like within the industry. Like it's just not hard. Just respect people, follow rules, read the freaking directions. Mm-hmm. Somebody sent me a casting call this morning and I'm like, oh cool, like what is this? And I opened it up and it said casting real hospital staff. Baby, I'm not a nurse. Mm-hmm. I would never submit for that job, because there's a difference if they're saying casting background hospital staff. If they say real, that means they need someone who actually knows how to use some of the equipment in a hospital.
Yeah.
That means when you get there, if you lied, they weren't planning on taking the time to teach you.
Right.
So just like, that's just like one example. Like, just follow directions.
And reading is fundamental.
Yeah. I feel like we've kind of like swam around. We've taken some unexpected turns here. It's good. All good stuff. Okay. But yes. So, Madison, you did a TV show? Mm-hmm. Was it lots of fun? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to tell me about how you do tapes with mommy, like on camera with lights like this with a camera?
Are you going to do a commercial with mama? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're gonna do a new show, huh? A commercial? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you like being an actress? Mm-hmm.
Tell her. Don't act shy.
Yeah, I've seen you running around before. Mm-hmm.
Tell her what your favorite movie is. Which one? Who? No, don't hit mommy's mic.
What's your favorite movie? Do you like? I heard you like Little Mermaid.
Oh, that's my daughter's favorite.
Oh, it's okay if she doesn't want to.
You love Little Mermaid? Mm-hmm. Tell her what other movie you like. Do you like Brave?
Mermaid.
You like Mermaid?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Mermaid.
Here.
Mermaid.
Mermaid? Little Mermaid? You
Yeah.
like Ariel?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to be for Halloween?
Tell her what you're going to be for Halloween.
Mermaid.
You're going to be Ariel.
You're gonna be Ariel for Halloween?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see
I'm
that.
going to be Ursula. She's Ariel. Rowan
Aw.
is Flounder. And Randall is King Triton.
Oh, I can come be Prince Eric. Isn't that his name? Isn't that his name, Prince Eric?
Uh-huh.
Do you know who Snow White is?
It's funny you say that. She has that costume too. And
Okay.
we're going to the Villain Bash. And she's going to be Snow White at the Villain Bash.
I was Snow White for Halloween last year. Yeah, I'll have to send you a picture. I really looked like Snow White. They really should have cast me in Snow White. Okay.
You want to tell her your name?
Madison.
Madison?
How-
Uh-oh, don't hit your mic. Imagine a Snow White
Say
with
it again.
tattoos.
Madison.
You're Madison.
Madison.
How old are you?
3.
No,
3?
you're 2.
2.
You're going to be 3 soon, though.
You got a birthday coming up. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
I loved having you on the show.
What did you just do the other day? You had a what? An audition? What's it called?
Audition.
Audition.
Oh,
Audition.
you did an audition. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else? You would be really great on the cover of a magazine.
You want to be on a magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, somebody make that happen, please. We gotta get her on the cover of a magazine, like Mississippi Life or something. All right. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
No,
her
thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Blow kiss.
Aw, can you blow a kiss to that camera right there?
Blow kiss.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that one.
Blow kiss.
Takes directions well. All right, and that is a wrap for today, guys.
We're cutting.
Yep.